everyone. My name is Anna. Welcome to Data Minds podcast. I'm here in front of SmartCat. This is our last day on Data Science conference, and here with me is Siyu from Gameloft. Siyu, how do you like Belgrade and how do you like the conference?
Well, my first time being here, already falling in love with the city and with the people here. Conference was great. So many different topics. I would say the name data science already, cannot really capture all the different topics. So just exciting to be here. Yeah.
Great. I'm so glad you liked Belgrade. And I want to know, how did you start your career? What was the thing that captured you into data science and made you stay here?
So I started in biomedical engineering. I actually did my master in Netherlands. When I start to search the position data scientist, I cannot find any. So I start early. I start with the Coursera course, Introduction to R. It was great course. I take every single course in the very beginning. That's how I enter into, I would say, the vertical, the domain. And I started my first full-time data science job in a fintech company. And that's where it all begins. I get introduced to all the advances in machine learning, all the different, or now we call the classical machine learning, supervised learning, unsupervised. And then it just keep going. And that's suddenly the next 2 to 3 years, I think 2017 to 19, is just boom of all the companies searching for data scientists. And it's great timing for me. I'm just lucky to be in that year with a few years of experience, self-taught, and also communication in all the local communities and meetups. So I just keep going. And then I really like is to the marriage between data science application and the impact on business. So it drives me to here now today with Gameloft. Now it's my 5th year at Gameloft, leading the global data science and analytics team. I was just very happy every day to know that some of our analysis, our data product is making our players happier. And it's also making our game teams happier as well. Yeah. Yeah,
it's amazing motivation, first of all. And I think you were, of course, hardworking, but also a bit lucky, as you said, to have years of experience when it came to the spotlight. I'm wondering, how do you manage? You said you have a global team at Gameloft, and you're currently a senior, I suppose. So how do you manage your team? How many people are there? And how do you make that connection between them as engineers and business people understanding the problem and all of those things?
Very good question, and very big question as well. So a bit of introduction to the team in Gameloft. We are on a hybrid model. Mm-hmm. So it means that we have a central team full of data scientists, and we also have local team very embedded with our games. Our games are in our local studios in Barcelona, in Montreal, Toronto. This is actually the model proven to be the model that works for us. When it comes to data analytics topics, is the local team that drive the analysis and share the insights in a timely fashion with their local game team and to impact the actions. When it comes to generic data science advancement, okay, we are talking about some R&D. People didn't ask, but we know it should be useful and impactful in the next few years because we are following up the industry, the trends. So the central team is driving that kind of innovation as well. And then we face the part that, there are some times in the past, in some companies, they see the kind of mistake that they deliver a 1-year project. Everyone worked towards that. In the end, it's not usable by the business side. Okay, so obviously we want to learn from those mistakes other people make and involve our business team, product team in the very beginning of a project. We want to sit down together with them, asking their domain knowledge, and they are the experts. They are doing this for years, not just because the sudden introduction of AI, their job changed. It's not killing their job. It's making the job more efficient and more innovative. So you involve them in the very beginning. And yeah, that process is an iterative process. You always need to keep the conversation going. And building the trust is important as well. We do not think ourselves as a sales team within our company because we can sell a lot of models and prediction is great. We think ourselves as partners and as supporting team as well. We are working exactly the same goal. Why not think it a bit smart? Maybe we can provide the solution, save the time, save the cost, and improve the performance.
Yeah. Yes, and do you, as a team of data scientists, because you need to understand the domain while working with the data that comes from that domain, do you propose some solutions, and how do you puzzle that with maybe some innovative technology models you want to try, and how do you combine the wish to innovate but for business and the wish to use some new exciting technologies?
Again, this is a super great question. By asking that question, I'm pretty sure you are in that situation before and you are familiar with, okay, there is a gap, okay? Yeah. Sometimes what business needs and what can drive a lot of performance is simple solution.
Yes.
It could be solution 10 years ago.
Course.
Simple linear regression we still use today can make a lot of impact. Mm-hmm. Our teams are full of people who are very smart. Like my teammates, they are smarter than me. Okay, that's why I hire them. For them, they always trying to challenge themselves. They are never, they're never okay with the status quo. They're never okay with just the.
And I think it's crucial for to be successful in any job, but especially in IT.
Yes. So
sorry for interrupting.
You need to be curious, and they're always very curious. They always keep updates with what's new out there. ChatGPT, okay, is already old. It's already old. Something even more new. So what we do is we work as in sprints and we plan our tasks. We do a good mix, and again, it's hybrid. So we have to serve the business purpose with some simple solution. Let's deliver that because it builds trust. Yes. It's makes us closer. So that next time when they have a problem, when they start to have a question mark, they think of us because we are here to innovate and find new solutions. But we also leave tasks as in, you know what, you spend 2 weeks, 3 weeks on this topic, but you don't need to care about what's the value you are going to give the company. You just explore. Yeah. But in the end, you need to share with the whole team what's your learnings. What did you find out? Did you find out this is actually, okay, it's good with this and it's good with that? And obviously we need to constantly talk to all the different teams. We talk with our creation team, so the team making the game, our production team, the team running the live game, and our marketing team. And in the marketing domain, you can already have so many topics that you can leverage: machine learning, data science, and AI as well, generative AI. Yeah.
You're trying to balance somehow between those two?
Yes, we're trying to balance. And balance is not easy, but we are trying.
Yeah, it's never easy. And you're currently in gaming industry.
Yes.
But you've worked at Booking as one of as a data scientist in one of the companies you have worked in. And those are two very different domains. Which one you like better? And do you choose positions also, do you take it in considerations when you're changing companies?
Very tough question. I wouldn't say which one I like better because it's all part of the experience. In Booking, even though I only spent slightly more than 1 year there, I learned a lot. Every day. Because I'm surrounded by people who are smarter than me, much smarter than me, PhDs, they graduated from top universities, and they also have years of experience in a very successful company, a highly growth company. So that 1 year, I realized I learned a lot, much more than many years before if I'm not ended up in Booking. And the key difference between a company like Booking or Airbnb, Meta, versus a gaming company, well, gaming company is diverse, but I'm trying to summarize average here, is companies like Booking, on the e-commerce side, on the online side, they are even more heavily depend on data and smart decisions. And there, I could already share in every single team they have an embedded data scientist. And this is a luxury you don't expect in a game company or in other traditional industries.
Yeah, of course.
And there, of course, that's a reproducible model. That's a luxury, but a reproducible, successful model.
Yeah.
So now that I'm in gaming, which is one of my passions as well, I grew up as someone who really like enjoying playing games. I just cannot resist to see what I can do, what I can bring to companies who make great games. And throughout the years, Gameloft has been shifting the model as well. Gameloft used to be a mobile-owning gaming company, and now we are going cross-platform, so you can play the same game in any platform you like. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. Is a new challenge. The data is now completely different. We need to rebuild a lot of the infrastructure to meet the needs for analytics and for predictions. And I'm a person who like challenges, who leading a team of members who like challenges. I think this is what keep us going and keep us excited and passionate about what we can impact. Yeah.
Great. So it is like a fulfillment of some kind of fulfillment of a dream you had when you were a kid.
Yes.
Working with your hobby currently.
Yes, and I still like. Even nowadays, I play less games because of the work and so on. I still trying to make sure at least I follow up what's the latest game that everybody plays. I trying to study them with now a slightly different perspective. Now I follow more on, why this content is showing to me at this point. Why this pop up? Okay, do they do some personalization because I am player with different persona, female and Asian and so on and so on. So now it's a bit different perspective, but it's also quite interesting. Yeah. And I can still enjoy playing.
You're watching it from professional side also.
Yes. I need to do that, and I can also detach myself and just enjoy the game.
Yeah. And for the end, what would you say is your favorite AI trend of all of these currently? In which one do you believe?
Well, I'm a firmer believer, subjective opinion alert, I'm a firmer believer of the ongoing directions of generative AI. I think it brings much more opportunities. And I'm just too slow to catch up, but I'm trying. I believe it will make a lot of disruptive change in the game industry, for sure. Some of the previous talk already said AI is there with gaming long time ago. Right now, in this year, is different AI we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. So catching up with how generative AI can disrupt the gaming might be a key determining factor for the successful and failure of a gaming company. So we need to catch up there, and we need to be with the trend, drive the wave. I'm quite excited with the directions there. Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's up to the future.
Yes.
But thank you very much, Siyu, for the talk.
Thank you for host and great questions.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you all.